good.
Excited. This is the first movie I've been a producer of, so I'm really thrilled to be here.
Talk about it, right?
Celebrate, yeah, and kind of get to see all the people that worked on the movie and hang out with them and enjoy the movie. I brought my friends, so it's exciting.
Yeah, I mean, like, what do you expect to see from this amazing documentary?
I've seen the whole thing. I mean, what can people expect to see? I think people can expect to see a journey about life and about the seeking of happiness. And it's a powerful, moving documentary.
What did you expect when you like said, what did you expect from Bruno when you saw it?
I'm one of the producers of the movie.
I know you are. I saw your name up there and I was like so surprised. So what did you expect? Like, were you expecting to go through all of these crazy scenarios with Sacha?
I just expected that it was going to be great, seeing that Sacha is the incredible performer that he is, and he gives, I think, one of the best performances I've ever seen. I love it.
And let's talk about Funny People. You have that coming up, so can you tell me a little bit about that?
Funny People is great. What do you want to know?
What do you play?
I play Leo, who's a struggling stand-up comedian, and basically the movie's about kind of Adam Sandler going through a serious time in his life, and he kind of starts hanging around with younger stand-ups and guys trying to make it, and it's kind of basically all about what you would do and how far you would go to succeed, I guess, and see what that's like.
Cool, congratulations, thank you so much. It was so cool to see your name up there, by the way. Oh, thanks. Woo!
Okay,
did you already slate him?
No.
Okay, ready? Ready? That was Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill.
Well, we'll see if we can get her. Right? I mean, yeah, until she turns around in a second. You point him out, I'll shoot him.
He made it up.
I don't know who the other one is.
I don't know.
Right there. Oh, maybe a second more than that. Oh,
He's like an associate, like
kind of.
executive.
Go ahead and slate it.
Anthony Hines. Right. Here we go, ready? Record. Anthony Hines, writer, and Monica Levinson, producer. Hello there.
Hi.
Anthony, I'm
How do you do?
Siobhan. Nice
Siobhan,
to see you.
hi.
Hi, nice to see you. So congratulations on this movie, you guys. It's an amazing documentary.
Thank you very much.
So you guys have gone through like some phenomenal scenarios with Sacha. Do you have any crazy stories that you guys mentioned? How do you follow him around like that?
How do we?
You must have a stomach of steel. How can you go through these adventures with him?
It's been 10 years of it, kind of. It hasn't been thrown in on Bruno. I've been, I've watched him go through puberty and literally seen the hairs grow. He's generally undressed most of the time, and so we kind of prepare for it.
And this has definitely been, actually though, from Borat, this is more extreme. We definitely pushed him into more situations and scenarios, and he was way braver to go out and do most of the stuff.
Three scenarios that stick out for me: Milan Fashion Week, the terrorists, which I think is like, I don't even know how you got these people, and then of course the cage fight, which I thought was like one of the most daring things. Can you tell me some stories that you guys went through?
It was actually very frightening. Actually, Ant was backstage with Milan Fashion Week, so he was there. He could tell you a little bit about that.
Milan Fashion Week became difficult because within a day of shooting there, word had got round that Bruno was in town, and everyone's press credentials were revoked, which made shooting the key scene which we needed to get, i.e. him crashing onto a runway, almost impossible to get. And so it involved some subterfuge whereby Sacha went in disguised as a cameraman, looking a bit like that guy, but still slightly better than him, I have to say. And had a cameraman's credentials, and before he went in, hair and makeup and a couple of other us had sneaked in and found a backstage broom cupboard where we were waiting for Sacha, our cameraman, to come in and be transformed into Bruno, then whisked through a backstage dressing room and propelled onto the runway, and you've seen the rest.
He got taken away, he was taken away by the police, and we had to somehow get him out. So, and then as far as the terrorist goes, that was a very, they thought about it. Sacha and Ant and the guy said, we really want to interview a terrorist. And they thought, there's no way. You can't interview a terrorist. You can't do it.
chickens. We're the cowards behind the scenes. It'll be fine. Go on.
It will be fine.
Just a terrorist. Go on.
And we couldn't get a terrorist to go into a safe territory, so we had to go to the West Bank. And we weren't under protection. We had no government protection, and we just said, all right, we're close enough to a border. Hopefully we'll make it. And we did. We made it. We did it.
Were you guys ever afraid for your life or Sacha's life?
Yeah, we was kind of scared for Sacha's side more than ours. I mean, but we kind of had we had like a CGI replacement ready, you know. We had the guys who did Oliver Reed in Gladiator ready, just you know, digitally recreate it and put them in. Whatever.
Sacha if we needed to. But yeah, the cage fight, for instance, that was one where we were all there, surrounded, and we had to figure out how to get out of there. So
I mean, if people think that after Borat, Sacha was going to like sit back, take an easy ride, and do a, you know, just do something gentle and easy, it could not be further from the truth. You know, it's pretty extreme stuff he put himself through.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
What a great movie. Thank you.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, great.
Bruno.
Yeah.
I saw your documentary.
Right.
You know, it's amazing. You did some amazing adventures. What's the craziest thing that happened to you?
Well, we went to like Syria and Palestine and Jordan, you know, the whole of the Middle Earth. And it was like absolutely terrifying because, you know, because there's absolutely no sushi anywhere. It's like, you know, it's just hummus and pizza. And also the fashion choices are dreadful. You know, it's not surprising the way people live, because if I opened up my closet, all I saw was like a black cloth with some sandals, it would blow myself up too.
Well, I know it was totally vile to the eyes, but all of these adventures, were you ever like scared for your life, or were you ever injured?
Yeah, well, I actually got arrested in Milan, you know, it was in jail for a couple of days. Normally when I'm Normally when I'm led away by 12 guys dressed as policemen, it's like a birthday treat. This was very different. Inside the conditions were uber gross. It was like an Italian Abu Ghraib, but without those, you know, fun pyramid.
Now I know that the same team that made Borat made your movie, and everyone's saying that your movie is so much funnier than Borat. Can you tell me about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, it's so Borat. To be honest, it found that a kind of, you know, very offensive stereotype of a foreigner. Because this is, you know, just a much more important movie. I just think that this is the most powerful documentary since The Lion King.
And talk about an entrance.
It's just something subtle, you know. It happened to be driving the tank anyway, so it came in, you know.
And now you're famous, Bruno. You're starring in your own Hollywood movie. How do you feel?
Yeah, over great.
Thank you so much, Bruno.
Okay, great. Thank you.